Okay. We are back this week. Last week, we gave you guys a list of the hottest gaming coins. This week, we're going to add more altcoin picks to this list. Also, what we're going to do, we're going to look at how we performed in the last week. I want to just show you one performance. Last week when we were on the show, Hustle, the Love Muscle, said we should buy Shrapnel. At the time, Shrapnel was trading at 16 cents. Today, Shrapnel is trading at 39 cents. So if you would have bought it, you would have made 2.5 times your money in less than a week. And so I guess today is going to be another alpha-filled slot where we enhance this list, where we talk about all the big things that happen in gaming this week. And we've got Sheldon Tentino. This time he's not on the golf course. He's going to be charting and letting us know where the best entries are. I have no idea where he is, but apparently he is joining our show. So with that in mind, I think let's go. Paula, can you give us a song here? Can you give us an in the game song? Okay, it's not exactly a song, but it will work. It's not exactly a song, it will work. Mr. Love Muscle, bro, you must be smiling. This gaming bull market is absolutely ridiculous. I was looking at the 1 week performance in the GameFi sector here on Banter Bubbles. If for you guys, you want to know how to do this, you click on filter, you click on GameFi, and you click on the time frame that you want to look at it. So this is, I'm going to go to this is the monthly. So now I've got 3 tabs open. I have the daily, I have the weekly. Sorry, there we go. So there is the daily, and now I'm looking at the monthly performance of the thing. So Mr. Hustle, holy shit, bro.
This sector is flying, man. I mean, every single day we're seeing a new coin do 75-100%. Big time just hit a $4 billion valuation. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, things are going crazy right now in the market. That's for sure.
Let's talk about big time just while we've got you. So what do you think caused this crazy valuation? I was actually watching the price, which was ridiculous. Why do you think that this thing is climbing like crazy?
Aside from like the game's really quality and there's a lot of people playing it, the economy's very lively and active. When I was looking at it, however, at first, that diluted valuation definitely scared me away. But now it's at like a $4 billion valuation. People don't seem to care. And this goes back to the premise of like, in a bull market, nobody cares about the token unlocks or the potential things to come down the line. They're more concerned with, okay, this is a good game. Let's just ape into it. It seems like it got hit by some big money to send it up the way that it has, given the market cap. But there is a low circulating supply. Maybe that also helps. So there's not a lot of tokens circulating. So it might be easier to move upwards as well. But all in all, it is just a good game. And they're having a lot of success out there in the actual gaming market.
So just tell me a little bit about the game. Obviously, as you know, I'm not the biggest gamer in the world. Maybe just share your screen. Just show us a little bit about what this game is about and why you think it's getting so much love.
Yeah. Big time. It's like an open... sorry about that. It's like an open world, like RPG. You go around, you can play with friends and you go on these quests. And after you complete these quests, NFTs drop on the ground for you to pick up. And then those are tradable. So most of the time it's not like you have to ape into NFTs to play, like the way we saw Ponzi games in the past, where you buy this many NFTs, you earn this amount of tokens. This game is very natural with the economy because you just earn the NFTs as you complete missions. And I mean, it's a pretty solid game. I'll probably, if the fam wants to, we'll play it on stream here coming up soon, because I think obviously it's hot in the market.
While you are getting your screen ready, I see you haven't shared your screen. Just a reminder, guys, you are watching us on In the Game. In the Game is our dedicated gaming channel. We're going to bring you a lot of content on In the Game. You can see Sheldon, Hustler, and I are doing a weekly show here. Hustle does a lot of shows here. We're going to bring you a lot of stuff. If you want this alpha, you need to subscribe to In the Game. So subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you don't get the alpha. It's as simple as that. Also, we are doing the Christmas giveaway on In the Game too. There are 3 boxes here. Here they are. Oh, I don't know what's in the boxes, full disclosure. But if you have a 𝗙𝗿𝗏 account, we're using any crypto banter link, then you could get picked to be in the game. So subscribe. I do see the subscribers going up. yeah. Let's carry on. So Hustle, another thing which happened this weekend, I see we've got Sheldon with us. Saw this morning that there was an announcement that was made by Merit Circle about Beam, and specifically around a partnership that they had with Pantera Capital. So maybe just walk us through what you read into this partnership. I mean, the price exploded when this partnership came out.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think for something like Pantera Capital, they wouldn't get into just any underfunded kind of scraping by type of gaming project. And the one thing I've harped on Merit Circle / Beam on the shows is their treasury throughout this bear has maintained. They have a chart on their website that shows the treasury. It's still like $97 million that they have to deploy into this market, to deploy into any, strategic developments, et cetera. So, I mean, it makes sense that, something like Pantera Capital wants to get involved with them because they've navigated themselves terrifically, where a lot of play to earn guilds really collapsed. Like their funding is not where it used to be. And they're not really going to warrant that attention that Merit Circle and Beam has because they have the liquidity to get stuff done already. And this is just going to give them a boost and more of an injection, in my opinion.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know Pantera. Pantera. What is that noise? Sheldon, what are you doing?
It's that time, bro.
Oh.
Just having a small one there, man. We're celebrating with the fam. It's been a good week. Been a nice time. Having a nice little whiskey over here. Yeah. We got it. It's bull market, bro. We take some profits and buy some decent.
I need to understand what's going on here. Are you pouring yourself a blue label on a school day, on a school night, just because?
Yeah, with the family, bro. With the boys. With the boys. We're chatting games. We're charting tokens. We got to chill, bro.
Okay. All right. So, Merit Circle. As I was saying, I do believe that Pantera wouldn't announce a bullshit partnership. So this is a real thing. And they recognize the potential that Beam's got and that Merit Circle's got. Let's look at the price. So the price I did see jumped up quite a bit. It was actually on Banter Bubbles. I saw this morning was the first bubble that I actually saw. Here is the price. Let's just look at the 90-day move on this price, just so that you can get some kind. So it's come up from 0.04, and today we are at 0.14. So how many X's is that? Somebody help me here. 2, 3, 30X.
Wow.
And we have a fully diluted valuation of a billy. Question, Mr. Hustle. Fully diluted valuation of $1 billion. Are we in or are we out?
To be completely honest with you, I think that this has more upside to come, given the things that they're doing. They have another announcement coming out 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. They put on the Merit Circle Twitter today that has to do with Beam. And honestly, like, it's still like double undervalued. Like it's like half the market cap diluted of 𝗬𝗎𝗄𝗧, which I love 𝗬𝗎𝗄𝗧, but I do think that Beam, is a very similar quality project in the space. So to be honest with you, I think it has room to go. Now, is the valuation getting high? Yes, but we are seeing singular games out there worth $3 to $4 billion again. So for what Beam does, I think it could be undervalued still.
Okay, so I am gonna update the spreadsheet. I just need edit permissions, which I'm trying to get from my assistant who made the spreadsheet for us. I'm actually gonna call her and make sure that I actually have edit. I need edit access to the spreadsheet that you gave me.
It's this one, right?
To the spreadsheet that you gave me, urgent, because I'm live and I need it.
No, that's not the right Beam. There's a couple different Beam tokens. It has the rainbow. There's like a rainbow logo on it. Yeah, it's that one.
It's that one. Here we go.
Well, it looks like both of them pumped. That other one also pumped, bro. That other one also looks pretty good.
No jokes. I actually think the one pumped because of the other. No jokes.
Bro, the other one like literally ripped. And it looks actually phenomenal. Look at that. I don't even know what the other one is, but it looks... Does anyone know what the other beam is?
No.
Yeah,
that looks really good. Like, look at that. That's break, retest of 618. That's out of the bottom range. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Okay, this one's obviously like brand new, so quite tough at the moment to chart or see where it's going to go just yet. But again, this is what I do like about it though, is sustainable growth. It's not like parabolic growth yet. It is moving, but it's not like, I like these waves. I like that it's like forming these bull flags. Every time we're breaking a flag, we're going through. It's not just like this crazy run where we're just running through. So best way to do this, guys, is to pop on the 4 hour, put on that bottom trend there, and ride that baby up for as long as you hold momentum. Like that's the best way when you don't have any data of a token. You just ride with the momentum without predicting where it's going to go. But it looks good. It looks good. I wouldn't buy it though. I wouldn't buy it here though. That's
you wouldn't buy it. You would hold it. 𝗏𝗧𝗏 says there's still upside. So I think both of you are saying you can still hold it.
If you got it, yes. If you got it, definitely.
But don't buy it.
No.
Yeah, it's up
I wouldn't buy it right now. I'd wait for a red day. I'd wait for a decent red day.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm writing that down under beam over here. She wrote Bream. It's actually Beam because I deleted our spreadsheet from last week. Okay, so we're saying here, hold.
Why delete the spreadsheet, bro?
Was a mistake. Hold, don't buy. All right, hustle the love muscle. I also saw this tweet over here. Everyone's very excited. Super, there was lots of volume. Atlas, there was lots of volume. PYR, there was lots of volume in the last 24 hours. Why?
Well, Super is just getting all the attention from a lot of YouTube influencers. As soon as 𝗬𝗂 and Becker come back around, like people really like to ape into it. And I don't know how many people 𝗬𝗂's talked to about it, but they got a lot of big stuff coming in for Super. Not to mention, they're all seemingly Neo-Tokyo coins. If I'm gonna be honest, Atlas, their CEO Michael Wagner just bought a S1 citizen for 300 ETH or 100 ETH or something like that. He bought like one of the top ranked elite citizens, and then Vulcan Forge is also a fan favorite in that community. So I love all three of those, to be honest, but I do think that's definitely a coordinated token trio.
So would you buy any of those? Would you buy PYR?
It's also tweeted by a Neo-Tokyo citizen. That makes complete sense. Okay. And I love these tokens. Like I said, I still think that I think Super's got some room to run still. I think that Vulcan Forged is still undervalued based on market cap. I think Atlas is a little higher, but I like the other token in the economy still, the POLIS token.
Okay, so you're saying Atlas too high?
Potentially for now. Like, given what we have on the table for now, I think it could be. But I would look at the governance token, the POLIS token.
POLIS. I think we spoke about it last week. We said, where do we put that? Let's put it here. Let's put it in our sheet here. Saying, so let's look at POLIS. Sheldon, POLIS.
Okay, hold on. I shall do it now for you.
Sheldon's drunk already.
Not yet, bro. I haven't had my first sip. I was quickly looking here at...
While Sheldon's calling up our chart, ladies and gentlemen, we need you guys to subscribe to In the Game. That's the only way you're going to get this alpha. Also, only subscribers can win in the game, and we are going to do the game giveaway in a couple of minutes. So we need you guys to subscribe. Let's see. I want those numbers up. I want those numbers. I want the adrenaline. I want the juice. Okay, Sheldon.
Yeah, sorry. This thing is... My computer's faulting quickly. I'll jump to it now. I just want to quickly, while you're on PYR. So PYR, Vulcan Forge, obviously what I like about this token is it's right at the top of the range. And I've been speaking a lot about tokens that are at these top of ranges. You can see the massive acceleration to the next resistance. So it's at this point now where there is a little bit of selling pressure and it's slowing down, but it's just showing the importance of, we get through this level, something's going to happen. And this could be something news-based. It could be, something that just shows a lot of excitement and acceleration here. So when I see something sitting right at resistance, I do like popping in a little bit closer and seeing that this thing has recently made a higher high and it is coming for retest. So these 618 buys are usually good areas of like dipping your toes. And again, we get through that top range. I will have a second buy zone of $5 in case, maybe Bitcoin decides to pull back. But if the markets continue to rally, I do think dipping toes here on the 618 for that. I don't know what that could be, Hustle, but when we see tokens that have these very big ranges like this is acceleration. So let's have a look there. Quickly on Super, before I look at that other one, I just need to quickly get out of the keyboard. Super's good. It's at resistance. It popped its head through, but this is, it's a bit expensive. But however, those who are holding, I wouldn't sell. You do have the 90 cents around the corner, and you do obviously have the $1.20. So I don't think it's time to buy, but I do think it's time to hold. Let me
Okay.
quickly bring up this. Sorry,
Polis,
man.
is the other token. I'm writing all of this down.
Write it down so long, and then you can continue with other ones. Let me just quickly get this keyboard to work.
Oh,
Wow. Let them up, 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 let them up, 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 let them up, up, up. Ray Dog, what's up, bro?
I'm good, guys.
Good. Miss you, bro.
I'm just taking notes here of all the gaming tokens.
you smoked this morning or not yet?
Not yet. We're just drinking a coffee. I just woke up. I was up for the morning call, and then after that, I crashed out.
What time does the spliff open, or does it come out?
Honestly, it's just not ready. If I had a nice Latina here, she'd be making it, but I don't. So I have to
Okay, fair enough. Let's go. Hustle. I saw today that Alex Becker tweeted that he believes that Launchpads are going to be a big narrative. Yep. He specifically mentioned 2 Launchpads or 3 Launchpads. He said, here it is. I'll quickly read you the tweet. It says, IDO season is here. Coins that will give nuclear returns are just now preparing to enter market. Inspect just dropped, delivered a 10 to 20%. Said Launchpads like 𝗕𝗂𝗧 and 𝗕𝗂𝗏 and paid network are going to fly just like the last run. And he said that he's basically invested in 𝗕𝗂𝗧 and paid network. He said he's got a lot of these tokens. Thoughts? Yes, no, good trade, bad trade.
I think it's a good trade. Yeah. I mean, Launchpads are this. I said this on the last show about 𝗕𝗂𝗧 specifically, but Launchpads are the most supply and demand play like in crypto. When people see the market going up, new launches all of a sudden ramp up because tokens love to launch in a green market. Tokens hate to launch in the bear market. And what do people do? They flock to the Launchpads. And if there's more, there's going to be way more buy pressure on these tokens to get into those things. And they also stake the tokens. That's typically the way it happens. So you have to stake them. You put them in the staking contract for however much time that the platform allows you to. And that's exactly why I think that these Launchpads will rocket. And we saw the returns last cycle. I think we'll have them again.
Best 2 Launchpads for gaming.
Oh, goodness. I mean, 𝗕𝗂𝗧, I think hands down #1. And then, man, it's tough because there's some good ones. There's definitely some undervalued ones. Like I like Engine Starter for a gaming launchpad. I like Game Starter is a pretty good one. And they're both pretty cheap, I think, still at this point. So like they're definitely cheaper entries than a 𝗕𝗂𝗧. I think paid network's solid, but it's not really, I don't know, it doesn't get that public love.
It's not gaming specific. It's not gaming specific. It's a much more general thing. We do have a missing report person filed for Sheldon. Someone said that we need to file a missing person report. We have got a missing person report filed for Sheldon. You give him 1 whiskey, the guy disappears and goes and plays golf. All right, Hustle, what else is happening on the gaming market this week? What other tokens are you looking at? This is our list from last week. Now this is the part where I shut up and I listen.
Well, so funny enough, you mentioned on playable games, you said too late. It's been testing all-time highs still. So, you know, people, if you took advantage of the dip, which we called out earlier this week, it dipped like 33%, and now it's back up 50% from that dip. So that one's doing pretty well this week. We're seeing Solana games. I know you love Solana. There's one Solana game called Honeyland. This one is absolutely ripped. It's HXD is the token.
Can you share your screen or not? Is it possible?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me get this token up, and I will share it. Let's see. Honeyland. And do not mind the market cap. It is incorrect. It looks like a low market cap. It is not as low as it says on CoinMarketCap. They are lazy to update. But this is Honeyland. This one's crushed it. I mean, Solana gaming in full force. This one's up 330% for the month. It's actually a 12 million market cap. So people don't go ape. This is 24x lower than what the actual market cap is. Circulating.
What is the fully diluted?
It's now 80 million on the fully diluted. But this one's been crushing. And I know, like, you were probably, I think a few weeks ago on the show, you were talking about looking for Solana games. And I think this one's definitely very undervalued whenever it comes to the Solana ecosystem. Otherwise, like, we're seeing the Avalanche ecosystem freaking explode with Beam and Shrapnel.
Let's go a little bit. Let's just spend 1 more minute on Solana. So Solana Honey looks like a fucking good performing game. Fully diluted of 80 million. What about other things? I mean, I mentioned last time to you the Uncaged Studio, which I think is their game launches in Jan. We spoke about that one. I said I thought that one was completely undervalued. Wanted to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I think they have to nail the game launch, because I think like it's one of those ecosystems that a lot of people are going to think of a last cycle token and like just the way that things happened last cycle. But if they deliver on the game, if they can get that traction on the mobile, then I think that they could probably make a comeback for sure. But it's all about the marketing on the game launch.
What else when it comes to Solana? So let's stay with Solana. We'll move to Avalanche in a second. What else when it comes to Solana?
Yeah, obviously the low-hanging fruits like Atlas and Polis. I definitely like both of those. I think there's one game, and I'm not a big fan of investing in the tokens on it, but the Heist has been performing really well on Solana. That one's been crushing it. But one that I really like for the next bull run, it kind of is a mix between GambleFi and GameFi. It's called Crown is the token. It's $50 million circulating market cap. They're backed by the Kentucky Derby. It's a horse racing game, but it's not like one of those Ponzi's that we got in last time, okay? It's not Pegaxi where we're stacking the horses just to collapse eventually, right? So
I remember that.
This one has some potential in my opinion. And they got the backing of the Kentucky Derby. They're well funded. They got invited out to Churchill Downs with like the biggest Kentucky Derby backers a few weeks ago. Like, they're doing some pretty cool stuff over here.
And is it ready to play?
Yeah, you can play now. It's like wagering. It's and that's where it's like a little more sustainable. It's based off the wagering and not based off of the Ponzi token that you earn in the background.
So I see that. I mean, they got Coinbase Ventures, which invested in them. Maven Capital, which invested in them. I don't know the product. Let's look at the market cap. Market cap fully diluted 186 million. Thoughts?
It's ran up quite a bit. If you look at the 90-day chart, I think you'll see, I mean, this one's getting the love in the Solana markets, but you know,
3x.
Yeah, I could totally see it do closer to a 500 million circulating, to be honest. Here's the reason why. We're starting to see the stage of the market where people do not care about valuations. Like, most of the time now, these market caps on the fully diluted, they're getting so blown out of proportion. People just don't care as much. As in, like, in the bear market, I didn't like to invest in something that had too big of a diluted compared to circulating because, well, the VCs are just going to dump on you, and then you're going to have to potentially DCA to get a lower price. But I think valuations are starting to get thrown out the window with the way that people are investing right now.
Sheldon, Crown USDT.
So I was looking at it, but it doesn't look like it has. It's not this one, right?
It's the one that's trading at 7.5 cents or something.
Yeah, I was looking now. I didn't.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see
what exchange is it on?
Let's go look here. So it's
I'll say that's a good question.
it's not on any dexters. It's only on the. Listen, I mean, that's a good sign. I prefer trading tokens that are only on the dexters, because you know that eventually when they get onto the Binance or the Bybits or whatever, you're going to catch pump.
That's so true. That's so true.
Yeah, that's funny you said that, Rand. The other day, someone asked on the show, are you concerned that this certain token is only available on one chain on the DEX? And I was like, honestly, that means you're early on this thing, because once it hits Binance and Coinbase, like, you want to catch that pump. You don't want to follow in after the fact.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, wow, this is a nice one. I like it. So what are we saying about Crown? Because, you know, I'm keeping tabs. Are we saying we buy, we sell, we hold? What are we saying?
Obviously I would love for it to cool down a bit. It's been performing super well in this market, but I think it still has a couple X's in it. I'm not even going to lie to you. I really do. Oh,
that's quite a big statement. So a couple X's. I also have a couple X's. I'm not allowed to talk about them at home. All right.
Okay. What is that other one called? The Polo. What is it called? Now my keyboard.
POLIS. It's like police, but with a S.
Like that.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
POLIS. Just no E. Yeah. It's the one with the A. It's Star Atlas DAO. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I actually see there's a lot of people putting in the chats. I think we must definitely take some from the audience and see what
Yes.
coins they definitely looking at. Is it this one here? 53 cents.
Yes, I think that is the one.
By the way, if you haven't already subscribed, I want to see these numbers go up. For every 100 subscribers, we've got 76,657. For every time it hits a round number, another call drops. That's how we do it from now on, and we continue the show until the calls finish. So the next call happens at 76,700.
He said
And
many X's with many pumps.
So one thing, looking at this one, it does look good to break the range. I do think it's a small retest, so I would say around 45 cents is entry. But what I like about this was there was a mega buy a couple of weeks back. I don't know what this was, but whenever you see a crazy wick like this, at some point, it possibly goes and fills that wick. So I don't know what happened here, but there was definitely some big buying power in this accumulating stage over here.
Surely that's like a liquidation candle on an exchange or something. Surely that can't be real. Surely no one hit a finger that from 40 cents to $3.
Yeah, someone bought lots, but market execute by mistake.
It was the in the game.
You never know.
It's the in the game chat. That's what it is. That candle.
Chat.
The volume
That's
spike.
Crazy.
It's in the game.
Which tends to, it happens, like what you'll see is that the price tends to slowly hover back when we see these crazy wicks. So let's see. But that will be the buys, 45 cents.
Okay, amazing. Let's go to the next one. Next one. Okay, Hustle, what else? What else are you looking at, sir?
Okay, so right now, obviously, the market's really tough to navigate because you're looking for these pullbacks. So I like to filter my watch list backwards and kind of see what's taking a little bit of a dip here. I don't know. So SIDUS has been performing amazing, but they did just announce they're coming out with a Launchpad, which I think could really, once again, we're going to come out and see maybe a supply and demand situation where people really want to get in on that Launchpad, and they're well funded. They have the capital to do it. I think that it's going to involve both the SIDUS and the Senate token based on what I've seen. So that's something to look out for. I'm seeing at the chat, SIDUS has a new Launchpad coming. That's an interesting one because it's been getting a lot of love in the market and it has pumped quite a bit. But when you look at these Launchpads, if that's going to kick into the ecosystem, I could definitely see more demand coming into that ecosystem.
So let's look at it. So I've got SIDUS here. Hold on a second. Let's just quickly look at it. SIDUS is, I mean, I know this thing's had a proper pump.
It's had a proper pump, that's for sure.
Wow. Okay. From 0.009 to 69. So it's almost,
it's like a 7x.
7x.
Yeah.
Fully diluted. Well, but fully diluted is not, I mean, fully diluted is not the end of the world here.
No.
Yeah, but come on, Rand. Let's zoom out a little bit, bro.
That, you see, that makes sense.
Like let's zoom out a bit and see where it's been. And what I like about it is big pump, but nice little 12-hour flag there at the moment. So maybe a little retest. So maybe a small little adding position. I do think, however, like I spoke last time, I think it was the 4.5 cents or 0.045 would be ideal. But yeah, if a coin doesn't want to stop, it won't stop. So it's definitely coming from a very big down. I think it's still down like 96% from the highs.
What I see here as the undervalued play still in the ecosystem is the governance token Senate. It has had a run as well, but it's an 80 million market. So it's still, it's half of the market cap of the SIDUS token. So I think there's some opportunity there. Like I could totally see the Senate token close that gap a little bit between the market caps there.
Last week it was at 0, or Sheldon said buy it at 0.041. That's Senate. Let's we could just see where it is today.
Oh, SIDUS.
No,
I don't think we charted. I don't think we charted. Senate's only 28 cents now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see.
We didn't speak about Senate, but Senate's also a crazy chart. Like again, we look at it here, and it's just starting that little ramp on the upside over here. So it does look like it's done crazy things, which it has. But you look at where it was previously, it's quite crazy. But this is a little bit toppy for the short time frame, definitely. So I wouldn't buy it now.
Okay, so I'm writing on is that Senate or SIDUS? Because I'm confused now.
That was Senate.
Okay, so Senate, we're saying toppy.
Yeah, it's a little bit toppy.
Hustle, someone said LITT, LITT.
Yeah, I'm also very interested. I'm very interested.
That one's been crushing it. Like it kind of came out of nowhere. People just really started talking about it on social media and within my NFT server, for example. I know a lot of people jumped in on it. They crushed it. The project looks pretty good. I can't lie. It's still pretty low market cap too. So I think I really, yeah, exactly. That thing's
at this chart.
It looks like you revived. Yeah, it looks like you revived someone from the dead with that chart.
15x. You got a 15x here.
So
crazy.
I wouldn't chase it personally.
Are
But
all these bigger ones dead? Decentraland and Sandbox, are they finished?
I don't know what
Like,
Rand thinks
they
here.
they're all breaking like major weeklies, retests. Like,
Okay.
I'll show you here. Right, I'll show you. I know we're gonna talk about altcoins. I know, but look at that, bro. This is like ideal if you had to match every coin that's pumped. They all started off like this and started breaking through here. So tell me, sir.
Wait. Hold on a second. Guys, I want you to know what's going on here. Sheldon is taking the term altcoin for old coin. So while we are trading altcoins, Sheldon is trading old coins. That's what's going on here. The whole day he's been trading Bitcoin Cash, Phantom, DOT. Well, what are your other old coins?
Bro, let's have this argument. Let's have this argument right now on stream. Let's do this. Okay. So all of those coins you just mentioned, all the new games, have you seen their charts?
Yeah. Let me show you the charts.
Have you seen their 15x, 20x? Like a lot of these tokens. How do you trade that? How do you invest in that with no data? Like, how do you do anything with that? How do you ever know where to sell? How do you ever know where to do anything off of market cap? What Hustle was saying makes sense. You can't look at market cap now because it's inflated. We've got FOMO, we've got money coming in. Like, I believe a coin that must survive a bear in order to thrive in the bull. And if it survives the bear, then I believe, like, plus I got data and I got stuff like, I believe they're still going to have their pumps, and it's a lot easier to trade, a lot easier to track. These brand new coins that come out, they pump ridiculous, but you hold them and they go 99% in the next bear market. So I believe in a little bit of old school coins. I do. I know how to trade them.
You should invite me to the next bingo evening you have with your people at the old age home. We can all play bingo together, and you guys can bet on all the lazy horses that while the good horses have already finished the race, your lazy horses are still limping at the back. Your decentralized.
It's fun, but the old people will be Warren Buffett and it'll be a bunch of legends.
In the chat, do me a favor. In the chat, let me know if you want to invest in old coins with Sheldon or in old coins with Hustle.
Here's what I'll say. I'll chime in. There are a couple of old coins that I do like the Vulcan Forges. At this point, IMX, it did launch at the top of the last cycle. Naka launched last cycle. There are old tokens that I do see still, as great plays, but I definitely think in like the fresh bull run, those new tokens with small circulating supplies, you have to know the tokenomics, but man, you can ride those up so fast. So like, I'm a mix between, I'll stay out of the bingo home though.
Okay.
Bit of both.
Yeah.
Fine. You know what? Let's talk about which altcoins do you want to are going to run in gaming. So what are you telling me to buy Mana or Sandbox? Come on.
Those will not be in my bags this time around. I can tell you that. And they are not in my bag.
Okay, so you don't think they're going to upgrade? You don't think they're going to match up to the new ones? You don't think they got more money? You don't think they got like...
Oh, they got
anything?
capital. They got capital for sure. But like Decentraland has never improved. Like it's so... I'm going to be honest. It's so bad. Like if you actually play the game, it's so freaking laggy and just not smooth. And then Sandbox, it's just to the point where like, what could they really do to improve it? And if you're, let's just put it in like a kid's perspective, are they going to go play Sandbox or Minecraft? They're going to play Minecraft. Like that's just the way it goes. Like I think Sandbox and Decentraland both have crazy funding. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, like the lack of improvements in the product really has me like questioning if those are going to be the big winners in the next cycle.
I do agree. I do agree. Well, what is your method, Hustle, on taking profits on these things? What is what are you looking for? Like, you know, this thing goes now, you do get your 10, 20x. Like, how are you going to monitor it, or what's your game plan?
Of course. So something like Shrapnel, something like playable games, which is a great call we had. It's at about a 10x today. So I took some off. I took some off the table when it 3x'd, and then I'll continue to scale out. The way I do it is I take my initial out. There's no risk. You can have that upside with your own risk tolerance. Like if you want to take 50% out, then go ahead. But I'm the type, I'll take the risk on the upside, because I see that gaming is just still so undervalued. And I think that this is really nothing compared to what we see when we hit Bitcoin new all-time highs, when we hit the halving, when we hit that full-blown bull run, which this might be the beginning of it, but this is just showing me in the full-blown cycle, gaming tokens are going to lead the charge. And so I typically scale out my investment or just a little more, pay myself back for the investment. That way I have capital for new investments, but then I still have that profit, some of the profit in there for upside if it continues to rip. So my FOMO and my psychology isn't, you know, out of whack.
All right, listen, we've got about 10 more minutes before I have to go play a game of paddle. So what else are you looking at, Mr. Hustle, the Love Muscle?
Where's the invite, bro?
Sheldon, I heard you had a bingo evening tonight, so I didn't want to detract you from your bingo evening. Hustle, are you doing any meme coins, or are you not doing meme coins anymore?
When did I?
You were a meme coin DJ, weren't you?
No, I was a Pepe. I was a Pepe legend. All right, we caught a 55x on Pepe. All right.
Okay.
That's the only meme coin I traded though. Like I haven't gotten in on any others.
Okay, what else? What else are you looking at this week? Hustle the Love Muscle.
We spoke about GameSwift, right?
No, I was going to ask you about that one, Sheldon. It's one of the most popular ones out in the market right now. It's around all-time highs at the moment. Definitely one to take a look at.
Much. What is the market cap?
The diluted's pretty high. The diluted is a couple 100 million. The circulating is only about 28 million though, and there's no unlocks for another 6 months or so. So like it's kind of free and clear from dilution for now, and it does have a small circulating.
Is GameSwift the one that came out of the 𝗕𝗏𝗃 Launchpad?
Yes.
This is, oh wow! Yes. So these guys must be great builders then, because anyone
it's doing very well, bro.
What's the token symbol?
GSWIFT.
GSWIFT. Let's have a look at it. Okay,
guys, if you're in the chat right now, just pop your games. Let's see what Hustle thinks. It could just be a yay or nay. And then maybe next time we'll chart them. We'll see if we got time to chart them, but maybe a yay or nay.
What are you saying about GSWIFT?
Obviously it's new, a bit choppy. So I'd possibly wait for around 30 cents for a little pullback. But you're saying dilution, well, the tokens have been distributed. So it would pull back on a Bitcoin pullback probably. So I'd probably wait for that little, you know, when Bitcoin has that correction, that will be the time I'll probably load up. Realistically, Hustle, you think this falls maybe under like a 3 or 5x possibility, right?
I think on a safe end, I think on the safe end, yeah. I mean, they have a lot underneath their ecosystem. They have their own in-house games. They have games coming in to build on their chains, which they have modular blockchains, which is kind of like Avalanche subnets, where the game can have their own chain, and it really makes the ecosystem more fluid. Yeah, I mean, I think that the diluted is high, but with the lack of dilution at this point, I think it could do definitely a couple X's from here.
Okay. Someone asked about decimation.
Decimated, is that what you said? DIO?
Decimated, yeah.
Yeah, Decimated looks amazing. I've been trying to get into the game with their team. So if one of you guys are in the chat, get back with me and get me in the game so I can actually try it out. But yeah, I think it's underneath the Solana ecosystem. It's had a great run in this market. So I do like DIO, truly.
Okay. Okay, cool. Next one is Myria. I've got a whole lot of Myria nodes. I'm running a whole lot of Myria nodes.
Me as well.
I have a stack of Myria nodes as well. And so a couple things on Myria. I think the upside is tremendous. I think it could hit
walk the audience through what Myria is, because a lot of people don't know what it is.
Yeah, of course. Myria, you could think of it like a GALA games. They have their own games. They have games launch on their platform. They have their own L2, similar to an IMX. They have a node ecosystem. They have a very well-rounded team, a very well-rounded group of projects coming to put games on the Myria network. And I liken it like an IMX because the chain right now doesn't have a lot of activity, but once their games are built out, the chain is going to be much more rapid and the network effect could grow. I kind of see this like I don't know if it's going to hit GALA valuations. Like GALA was very overvaluated last cycle, but it has the makings to do a GALA type of run.
Okay. Market cap 83, fully diluted 425. Thoughts?
I don't see it as unrealistic. I mean, the diluted is a little high. My only concern is the nodes, honestly, because the node sell pressure daily is there. People want to ROI on that investment, but whenever the market goes up, people more so than when the market was going down and Myria was kind of tanking on that all-time chart there, people were selling every single day to ROI. Now they're seeing it appreciate. So I think it's more of a natural DCA. Like I haven't been selling now that it's
hodl,
up,
baby,
right?
hodl.
Yeah. So I think it still has some potential for sure.
Next, okay. Last one.
Speaking about GALA, is it dead? Is GALA dead?
No, why?
No, GALA's
because the chart looks phenomenal.
GALA's definitely not dead. They went through lawsuit FUD as well, which was a little more serious. Their lawsuit was a little more serious. It was the co-founders suing each other, saying they did some stuff with the funding. One of the guys apparently bought a private jet, minted himself a ton of GALA nodes and was like enriching himself. But ever since then, they got rid of all their nodes. They're taking steps to make it right, and their ecosystem's still very solid. I think GALA has a ton of potential in the future. I haven't written it off completely.
Oh wow! So that is one chart that I think is amazing. That is one token that hasn't like gone super crazy yet.
Okay, Nick. Last one for today. Alien Worlds TLM. I see people asking about it here.
Oh gosh. I'm staying away. I'm staying away personally.
That wasn't a good reaction. That wasn't like that wasn't the ideal reaction, right?
No. I don't know. Like, those user numbers, they're high, but I can't justify. There's absolutely zero sentiment in the real Web3 gaming space about that project. I don't know where those users are coming from. Maybe it's alien. Maybe they're from Mars, bro. I don't know, but I don't know who's playing that game.
What about the game, Hustler? What about the game? Is the game a good game?
No, not really.
Okay. The market cap's 98 million. Probably well reflected then. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, hey, they have a lot of users. So that's the one thing you could say about this project. Like they have a lot of users and it's there, but I don't know where the users are. They're not on Twitter.
Okay. Now, so here's how this works. This is going to get really fun now. So this is the last part of the show today. By the way, if you haven't yet, we'll do one more call. We'll do one more game after this. So first of all, subscribe. Okay, we'll do Wilder World. Don't answer now. We're going to talk about Wilder World after this. First, we're going to do a draw. So how this draw works is we have a list of anyone that has a Bybit account and has over $100 in this Bybit account, right? So it's anyone who's got money on Bybit. We're going to take number 642. So it's 232-97018. Now, you got to pick which box should I draw the prize from, which the person will win in row 642. Box 1, box 2, or box 3. All right, let's go in the chat. Let's go in the chat. Let's go in the chat. Don Leon says box 3. Is it going to be box 1, box 2, or box 3? All right, let's give them box 3. Let's give them box 3. So let's quickly look at box 1. What box 1 is? Box 1 is admission to sniper school with a $500 preloaded account. Okay. Okay.
Not bad.
But they don't win box number 1. Okay. Let's look at box number 2. What's in box number 2? Oh, shit.
Is that an Xbox?
It's an Xbox.
Oh.
But they didn't win an Xbox.
Oh, the gamers, man.
Every time I throw something, a light breaks.
The third one's got to be cash. Got to be cash, bro.
Okay, box number
Rand
3.
knows what he's
money.
doing here.
The winner here gets
I
box
see,
number 3.
I see.
Remember, if you want to enter this competition, it's super simple. You go to the bottom of here. You take out an account on Bybit using the Love Muscles link over here. If you've already got a Bybit account, here we go. You need a. Well, I don't see a Bybit account. I don't see Hustle's Bybit account yet, unless I'm going crazy. Paolo, we need to add
lower.
Okay, let's go lower. No Bybit account. I don't see. All right, we will add the link now. We will add the link now. And the winner of this wins.
Charles. Ah, no. $15. Congrats.
$15. All right, Hustle, before we go, 𝗬𝗺𝗲𝗺. We did say we're going to speak about 𝗬𝗺𝗺.
Man,
Guys, before we do, I got to head out. The little one's screaming. I love you all. Much love.
You, see you tomorrow.
Cheers.
Peace, Sheldon.
Cheers, guys.
All right, Hustle, 𝗬𝗺𝗺 before we go.
Yeah, I love WilderWorld. And actually, I'll share a little alpha.
Okay.
I'm here in Miami this week. Art Basel, they're coming in. They're doing some big activations this week. So I don't have anything to show you yet, but over the next 2 days, they're holding an event midnight in Miami. So I will go extract all that I can from the event, and I will relay it to the In the Game fam, because I really do think that their game looks like one of the best in Web3, but nobody's really gotten to play it yet. So we will see what I can find, or maybe I can jump into it this week.
Bring us the alpha. Guys, listen, if you've enjoyed this, join us here once a week on In the Game. Subscribe to the channel. Let's watch the subscriber numbers go up. See you guys again next week. Also, Hassan, I believe that next week we have an amazing announcement about a new product that we're launching.
Yeah, I think the Banter Gaming fam will be excited about that. That's for sure.
I can't wait, bro. I think it's one of the most exciting things that we've ever done. So listen, guys, we'll see you all again next week. Until then, play well, my friends. Much love, sir.